Talent is supposed to be harmless, a gift, something admired, then applauded, then forgotten. But sometimes, talent does something unforgivable. Sometimes, it refuses to know its place. This is the story of Marsyas, a mortal musician who did not intend to challenge a god, yet still crossed a line no mortal survives. Marsyas was not born divine. He had no temples, no hymns sung in his honor, no thunder answering his voice. He was a satyr, half man, half beast, living far from Olympus, far from judgment, far from gods who measured worth by worship. And yet, Marsyas had something rare. He could make music that stopped people from breathing. Not because it was loud, not because it was perfect, but because it felt alive. His instrument was the aulos, a double-piped flute said to have been discarded by Athena herself. Thrown away not because it was flawed, but because it revealed something she did not want seen. Marsyas found it, and when he played, the forest listened. Birds quieted, rivers slowed, even the wind seemed to hesitate. Music was not entertainment to him. It was expression, emotion without apology, sound without permission. And that was the problem, because on Olympus, music already had a master. Apollo, the god of harmony, order, and divine perfection, did not play to express. He played to command. His lyre was balance, precision, music measured in exactness. Apollo's music reminded mortals who was superior. Marsyas' music made them forget. And somewhere between admiration and rumor, a dangerous thought formed. Not in the gods, in mortals. What if a mortal could rival a god? Marsyas never announced a challenge. He never declared himself equal. He never claimed divinity. But talent speaks even when mouths stay closed. And Apollo heard it. The contest was proposed, not as a test of skill, but as a reminder of hierarchy. God versus mortal, order versus instinct, perfection versus passion. The muses would judge. At first, it seemed harmless. Apollo played, flawless, measured, impeccable. Then Marsyas played, and something went wrong. The crowd did not cheer, they felt. Apollo's music impressed. Marsyas's music disturbed. It reached places gods did not rule. And for a moment, a single unforgivable moment, it seemed possible that a mortal could stand beside a god. That moment sealed Marsyas's fate, because the contest was never about music. It was about control. Apollo changed the rules. He demanded they play their instruments upside down. Something a lyre could do, but a flute could not. Marsyas had already lost, not because he lacked skill, but because the boundary had shifted. The verdict was swift, and the punishment was not corrective. It was instructional. Marsyas was tied to a tree, alive, aware. Apollo flayed him, not in rage, but in demonstration. This is what happens when talent forgets humility. This is what happens when art becomes comparison. This is what happens when mortals are mistaken for equals. Marsyas' blood became a river, his music became silence, and Apollo returned to Olympus, unchallenged, unquestioned, unthreatened. The gods did not ban talent after that. They allowed it, but only within limits, because the lesson was never about Marsyas. It was about everyone watching. Talent is allowed, skill is tolerated, art is admired, until it dares to stand beside power. So ask yourself, what happens when a mortal competes with a god? Not defeat, erasure.